I'm not casting any aspersions here. It's not who I am. I don't roll that way. I'm better than that, and frankly, so are you. Unless it's fun, like Abraham Lincoln's son Robert, who seemed to be in a lot of peculiar places at some very peculiar times. It's Russ Woody again, whether you like it or not, with another vital historical fact. To be fair, which is not what this video is about, there are plenty of unusual occurrences in Robert Lincoln's life. For instance, he almost shuffled off the mortal coil when he was about 20 or so in 1863 or 1864. He was on a plane platform, late for a flight, which is very similar to a train platform, and he was moving between train cars at the Jersey City Depot when he slipped and was nearly crushed to death. But just as he started to fall, a man reached out and grabbed him by the coat, saving his life. The man was Edwin Booth, John Wilkes Booth's brother, although John Wilkes erased the good deed later when he snuck up on Abe in that theater situation, in case you didn't hear about that. But here's the thing that some of you may already know, and if you do, just keep your big yap shut. Robert Lincoln was around for the assassinations of 3 presidents. Shut up. He was, of course, at his father's bedside when his father died the morning after he was shot. It's a whole story. Then in 1801, when Robert Lincoln was serving as Secretary of War to President James Garfield, they were walking through the 6th Street train station in Washington, D.C., when Charles Guiteau shot and mortally wounded President Garfield. And in 1901, Robert was attending the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York on September 6, 1901, at President McKinley's invitation. While Robert's train was pulling into the Buffalo station, President McKinley was shot and mortally wounded in the Temple of Music. Naturally, all of the presidents after McKinley avoided Robert Lincoln like chlamydia. No, they didn't. They didn't really avoid him. But the whole coincidence thing, it did start to get to Robert. Later, when he was invited to the White House, he declined and said he would never step foot in the White House again. He said, "There is a certain fatality about presidential functions when I am president." All of it, though, is very suspicious, and though Robert seems to have a reasonable alibi for his whereabouts during the whole grassy knoll business in 1963, I'm not so sure. His supposed death in 1926 seems pretty convenient.